then one more time at the O, August 2nd, 2014. Man, this year's just flown by. School year's getting ready to start.
And I'll tell you something right now, PK. We're off to a good start this school year with the OSWA. We have had a lot of great changes here at the OSWA. It's going to make history. It's going to make this place an even better place. Like our new commissioner. I am so excited about our new commissioner, and I know that you are too. Zach Daniels. It's about time we got someone for real here in the OSWA. Someone who knows what he's talking about. Someone who's actually been in that ring and been in battles, PK.
Well, Joe, let's go ahead and bring Zach Daniels in right now to kind of tell us what his plans are for the OSWA.
I can't wait, Zach Daniels. Welcome. Welcome to our illustrious commissioner.
No. I want to welcome you guys.
Thank you.
For joining me, because this is the commissioner's time. This is Zach Daniels' time. You don't matter. So you can step out of my picture. But you, sir,
absolutely,
respect is given.
It is my pleasure. My pleasure. So let me ask you, Zach Daniels, what vision do you have for the OSWA from here on out?
Visions. It's more like a tsunami. You see, the ocean slowly pulls itself back, and then the waves begin to roll in. And that's just what you've seen here tonight. You've seen the first initial impact that Zach Daniels, the new commissioner, will have on the OSWA.
So, Zach, let me ask you this then. And what was your decision-making process for getting rid of the 24/7 title?
It was a trash bag, just what I said. It no longer had any reign in this company. I got rid of it, and I have a ultimate surprise later on. But that is for me to know and for you to later find out.
Oh, I can't wait to find out, Zach Daniels. I tell you something, I see so many great things happening now. Now that we got a proper commissioner here in the OSWA.
Great things are coming.
Well,
You just better hope and pray that there's still room in this company for you.
Gosh dang, I sure hope so.
You better hope, PK, because I'll tell you something. He means business, and I can't wait to see all the great things that he brings to the OSWA, PK.
Well, Joe, I do got hope, and I'm hoping for some hope and change. Anyways, so back to the matches here tonight. So he strips Curtis Coleman from his 24/7 championship, and then he says, I tell you what, since I'm going to take this from you, from the 24/7 championship, excuse me, he said, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and let you wrestle in a three-way dance with Hollywood and Silva for the #1 contender spot for the Ultimate Championship.
Right you are, PK, and I'll tell you something. Curtis Coleman, he did pretty good, and he managed to eke out a victory, and he's darn lucky that he did.
Well, Joe, I will agree it was an eked out victory because Silva hit Hollywood with his Fatal Attraction final move, and then basically Curtis Coleman came in and pushed him off and got the pin. But, Chad Silva was a good sport about it. As a matter of fact, we have Chad Silva here as well to come in here and talk about what he kind of sees for his future here at the OSWA.
Right you are, Chad Silva, welcome back here to the recap.
So, Chad, this is probably your second or third time here on the recap. You've had a lot of bad luck lately. Your brother stabbed you in the back, took your belt from you, and so my question is then, what is your plan now? Where do things go now for Chad Silva? Well, Joe, I'll tell you this one.
Man, I tell you something. I knew that he was down in the dumps, but I didn't realize he was at the point where he couldn't speak anymore. I'll tell you something, PK. I am excited that Alex Diamond Decker is the Ultimate Champion, but I'm more interested in how Chad Silva is going to ultimately respond.
Well, some people, Joe, just aren't used to brotherly betrayal. Anyways, the next match we had Jimmy Lee versus Adrian Phillips. I'll tell you something, it was a great match, but man, once again, Adrian Phillips didn't quite make it. Jimmy Lee hit him with a lion salt from the middle rope and got the pin 1, 2, 3.
And I'll tell you something, we have a new Jimmy Lee here. He's no longer the crybaby that everybody laughs at. I talked to him before the match, and he says he has a new attitude. He told me he wants to be seen as a feared and dangerous wrestler, and I think that he proved that tonight, PK.
Well, Joe, definitely. There was no sophomoric antics that we normally see with him. Man, he came in, he was all business, and he really brought it to Adrian Phillips. And I think it took Adrian Phillips by surprise as well as myself.
Absolutely, but I'll tell you something, it didn't surprise me because he's like me now. Strictly business, PK.
Well, Joe, then we had Rod Bolt versus Johnny Walker. What was real interesting about this match was Jack Stryker comes out, and he's comes out with a walker that he calls his Johnny Walker, and he's wearing a skirt. And then he goes and he begins to insult Johnny Walker, and then asks if he can join his clan when he takes part of the kilt and wraps it around him like it's a skirt on top of his skirt. Very insulting. So then Johnny Walker comes out and says, I want you now, but our, as you said, illustrious commissioner.
Absolutely.
Okay, he comes out and says, no, you're not going to face him, but instead you're going to face Rod Bolt.
Right. Well, you know what, that's fine. You know what, I'll tell you something. I trust what Zach Daniels says. I know that he knows what he's doing. And so what if he came out with a dress and wore his plaid skirt, Johnny Walker's plaid skirt around his
Joe, it's a
waist?
kilt, okay? It's a kilt. It's not just a skirt. There's definite cultural and significant meaning behind it.
I'm sure there is. Just like they play didgeridoos up there in Scotland. It's like I said. The point is, Johnny Walker wanted the match, but he couldn't get it because it wasn't the right time.
Well, I'll tell you something, though. Johnny Walker wasn't happy. He took it out on Rod Bolt, and it came down to this. Rod Bolt took his Rolex off. Well, he says it's a Rolex. I think it's more of a Folex.
It's a Rolex, PK. I know because I was with him when he bought it on Rodeo Drive.
Okay? Out of the guy with the jacket that goes, hey, you want to buy one?
Boy, you shut up,
He wraps
PK.
it around his hand, and he's getting ready to hit Johnny Walker when Adrian Phillips comes out, takes it from him, and then, of course, Johnny Walker turns around. The Highlander gives him the Glasgow boot. Boom. Knocks him down, gets the pin, and gets the win.
That's right, he got the win. He couldn't have got it, though, without Wilson Phillips getting involved.
Well, then after that, we had Jake Hughes and Alpha McFly came out, and they basically said, hey, look, we want a shot at Tag Team Gold. And our commissioner stepped in and said, fine, if you guys want it, then you guys need to go ahead and wrestle each other because he wants them to supposedly prove that they're ready for the gold.
Once again, showing the genius of our new illustrious commissioner. He says if they want the gold, they have to prove that they are worthy of the gold.
Well, Joe, I think he had a different objective. I think he wanted them to injure each other to the point so that when 2 weeks from now, on August 16th, when we have our next show, they won't be fit enough to wrestle.
Oh, well, you
It will be
saw it
compromised.
so 2 weeks is plenty of time to recover.
That's true,
PK.
because if you go to the future and you get that future medicine,
Oh,
then you come
PK,
back.
nobody comes from the year 2069. Get on with it.
Well, Joe, that's what you say. But anyways, it was a great match, and I'll tell you something. McFly went for a flux capacitor, and unfortunately, he was so compromised due to the match, he couldn't get it. Jake Hughes then puts him into a Samoan slam. Boom, a little Talofa lava from the Pacific Islands.
Well, sure.
And they both wind up pinning each other.
Yeah, I know, they were all winners. I know.
Just like your liberal education that you like, Joe, where nobody's a loser. They're all winners. So I thought you would have liked that victory.
Oh, no.
That was a Common Core victory, folks.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we all enjoyed that after-school special.
Well, then we had Disorderly Conduct and Vengeance. He comes out, and he's by himself.
Yeah.
Because the Monster Z, unfortunately, due to what happened last time, was basically having to get some kind of counseling, more or less suspended for a night.
No,
So Alex Diamond Decker comes out to wrestle with Vengeance. And Disorderly Conduct, when they came out, this was their last match. Because under contract, even though they had broken up, under contract they still had one more match that they had to do.
That's right, PK. But I'll tell you something. For their last match, they did a really darn good job. They worked very well together, PK. And I'll tell you something, I was almost sure that during the match, we were going to see a continuation in the future.
Well, Peter Brady, you're right. They were close, but the thing is, though, is that
My voice is cracking. I'm sorry.
I know you're going through the change. It's okay.
Well,
It's about
you
time.
shut up, PK.
Well, anyways, Vengeance hit Will Caution with a spine buster power bomb, and he gets the win. Well, at this point, Will Caution isn't happy. He is not happy. So then he goes and he basically does the same thing. He does a power bomb to Keith Cage. Then he starts stomping on him, beating on him, telling him what a loser he is and how he's better off. And so, typical
Rightfully
Will
so.
Caution like he's done to his other tag team
Oh, yeah,
partners.
I just say he's a better singles competitor. He's that hungry. Nobody's good enough to be his tag partner.
Well, Joe, he basically went to do another power bomb when Keith Cage kicked him in the face with a super kick, gets the best reaction out of the crowd for the night. Will Caution winds up rolling out of the ring, and apparently Keith Cage, I think, is ready for singles competition as well.
I'll tell you something, PK, I'm excited. I loved watching Disorderly Conduct work together. I can't wait for the future to see them collide.
I agree, Joe. Then our last match tonight was Mystic Storm versus Jack Striker for the corporate champion. Now, as we learned last time, due to the win at the corporate ladder match, Jack Striker is our corporate champion. He comes out once again with the dress on and the walker, basically picking on and teasing the Highlander Johnny Walker.
Trying to make him hungry. I like that good
Well,
competition.
basically, during the match, they're going back and forth, so then Jack Striker decides he needs a potassium break, so he gets a banana, he peels it, puts it in his mouth, but, Mystic Storm didn't like it, winds up smacking it out of his hand, it falls to the ground, and then, basically, when Mystic Storm goes to get the pin, he wins, but it's not by pin; it's by disqualification because of a foreign object in the ring.
That's one
Because of the banana peel.
That's one of the weakest excuses I've ever seen for victory, PK.
Well, Joe, quite frankly, I hope he appeals the decision.
Shut up, PK. The bottom line was that moron referee Justice, he just can't count to 3. And so he was just waiting. He's just looking for a way he's looking for a way to end the match. He missed that episode of Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3.
Well, Joe, wait, you went 1, 2, 3. So was it?
Oh, will you
4, 3?
shut up, PK? 3, 3, 3, 3.
Good job, Joe. Good Boy Scout handshake. Anyways.
Oh.
Well, Joe, the bottom line is that our next show is on August 16th. The tag team championship will be decided. It'll be the tag team specialists versus I'm not sure, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. And folks, you can always catch up with us at oswaentertainment.com, facebook.com/OSWA Entertainment, and as well you can follow us on Twitter with the handle OSWA Entertainment. Thanks. We appreciate our fans, and we look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks.
And I know you look forward to seeing me in 2 weeks.
Sure they do.